Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode on the Hermitcraft server. Hope all of you are having a good day today. In this episode, we are going to attempt to finish the world tour. Hopefully we get there. We have a lot to cover, so we're going to get into it pretty quickly. But number one, thank you so much for all of the support on the plush. The sale is now over. We sold 695 plushies. That's a lot of fish. Thank you guys so much. It really does mean the world to me. As you guys know, I recently went to the hospital and the bills are starting to come in for that, and I'm going to use that money to pay those bills off. So thank you so much. Now, before we actually get into the tour, I want to show you something that I've done at our base because it's a tour and we're looking at stuff. Last episode, we talked about wanting to put in a river, kind of finishing the edge of the forest, and I have done that. So nothing much here has changed, but this is our new addition. We've got sort of a little bit of a creek running out. We've got a bunch of fish. We've got all of our foliage. All of this looks, in my opinion, like it's amazing. I love it. Got some cattails, sugarcane, drip leaf, got all of the blocks that we used and all of the other situations in the base. It's all set up and ready to go. A lot of you were like, you should make a grotto to Sal, but I had a conversation with a friend and I think I'm going to build a gigantic Sal in the next one of the two next episodes at Joe's place, like a tribute, like on a gigantic pedestal, like hundreds of blocks, or like, you know, big. I don't know how big it's going to be, but that's going to be good. And then one of my favorite parts about this as it mixes in with everything is I chose this area specifically because if we go into free game, you'll see that X had built a bit of a river here, or a little bit of a creek, and we have combined that in our situation here by putting these iron bars, and it just fits so well. This area, I would pretty much consider it done. There's one spot in the forest that's been bugging me for a long time that I'm eventually going to get to. Everything is really good except for this area right here. When you're in the forest, you see the forest, but when you're over here, this is all you see. So I think in the future, I may end up building a few more trees along the wall here just to kind of block that view a little bit. But without further ado, let's get into the tour. Two things about the tour today. Number one, I am going to try to go into Foss's base, but if it looks like there's anything being built, I'm going to avoid it. I'm not going to go to Scar's Zoo because that's a work in progress, and we're going to check out his train area. And then finally, I'm going to be skipping Skiz's base. Not that I don't appreciate what he's built, but frankly, I don't know what it is. I understand that it's like an art piece almost. And more than anything, I just don't want to misspeak and misrepresent his base. In the future, I would like to speak to Skiz and get a better understanding of what it is, and we can have a discussion and talk about how cool it looks, because it is like an awesome build, but I just don't understand it. I don't know what it is, so I don't want to mess it up. Let's get started. Let's do this thing. Started with this tour, we are going to be at Pearl's base. Oh, Pearl, you are such a talented Minecraft player. Look at this place. The thing that really stands out to me about Pearl's builds more than anything is her use of shapes. She can do these wonderful detailed areas, but she can combine just so many different things to make it look like just it fits, but it's like a different way and a different shape, and it's kind of perfect, right? So just number one, the kind of the first thing that stands out to me is her use of color. Being such a big base, it's really easy to, number one, use the same colors over and over again. I am a fan of that situation, or I should say that I'm probably guilty of that situation because I do that a lot. But Pearl has a very good way of breaking up the colors, using different colors to draw your eye to different areas. Obviously, this build is fantastic. There's so much here. It's a huge build. There's so much detail. Tons of thought and care has went into this, and I could sit here and talk about this for forever. But my favorite thing about any large build like this in Minecraft is just those little details. You know, you can tell that she took her time building this pathway, and a curved pathway, not easy to do. Looking at the mill, you know, again, she took her time. The mill looks great. Just going along the base, again, it's just so apparent to me that Pearl has taking her time with literally every facet of this build. This like walk around house kind of catwalk area is fantastic. Now remember, we're not going in the bases because I feel like that's a little inappropriate, but I would like to know what these are. Are these satellite towers? If so, please let me know. I would like to know what that means or what those are. One other thing that I would like to mention about Pearl's builds here. Number one, or actually, you know what, before we do that, going back to that sense of shape, look at the shapes on the post office. There's curves, there's arches, there's squares. The use of color again draws your eyes to the different areas. It's like a master class and like architectural design, pretty much. It looks really good. Her landscapes are just absolutely phenomenal as well. The use of different colors throughout the landscape here is really wonderful. In my own personal opinion, I would have probably never thought to use the coral as a wheat field object. That's so smart, right? She's got the sunflowers, she's got bamboo. All of the greens stand really good against the yellows, and it's just, again, it's fantastic. Everything she builds is so good. Pearl, please teach me. Next up on our list is Tango Tech. He's going with the steampunk vibe this year, and my goodness, has he done a great job. Tango is one of those guys that'll be like, no, I'm not a good builder. Then he builds stuff like this and stuff like that, and it's like, Tango, you're a really, really good builder. No, I'm not a good builder. He's very humble. Now Tango has a very similar style to me, except for he builds a lot larger than me a lot of times. I love the use of the spruce, right? It kind of gives this really, really strong foundation, and then he's got a lot of cool and like differential background colors. So first he's got the like stone for the base, makes it feel strong. Then the lighter parts up top, and even a different lighter part in the clock area. Obviously the detail here is so good. And as you guys watch this tour, something that I'm kind of mentally checking in my head is like, I like that. I might steal that. I'm kidding, but no, I'm not really. I don't know. I think it's good to take inspiration from the people that are around you, right? I think it shows respect to their builds. A lot of really cool details in his starter base here. And like, this is a starter base. This is kind of ridiculous. The back, the steampunk vibes. I love the color of the, you know, I'm not really sure what this is. I'm assuming some sort of reactor type of thing. You'll have to let me know. I apologize. One thing that I really like about this base more than anything is using the copper as a source of like tubing and transportation around his steampunk base. Because we have the copper grates, we have the different copper colors, it works so freaking well, right? So good, so good. I also love the fact that Tango has gone through and did terraforming some around his base just to make it seem like it fits in pretty well. When people build in Minecraft, a lot of times they will just forget that, me included. So that's like a really, really important thing. Next up, we're gonna go up to his factory here. So first off, let's talk about the Zeppelin. God dang, dude. Look at this freaking thing. All right, I'm gonna land and just take a look around and see what we got. I'm not going inside as all right, Tango, I think it's time for you to admit that you're an outstandingly good builder, because I've heard you say multiple times that you're not much of a builder, but you're lying. I know it. Let me, like, by the way, guys, something like this is it's hard to do. The boat shape of the Zeppelin, or the airship, it's probably more of an airship, but it just looks fantastic. Like, I love the trapdoor details. I love the wood spacing colors. Let's take a look and see what other details we see here. A lot of good breakups between the spruce and the oranges with the copper and the acacia. Oh, and by the way, just so we're clear, building smoke at like level 200 is kind of ridiculously hard. So good job there. Got a nice big windmill in the back to propel your guy. Oh, this looks so freaking cool. Is there anything? I'm gonna take a little look inside. Okay, so he's got some machines in there. That's important. Gotta keep the base going. This, oh, I love that detail. Oh my god, dude, Tango, you're ridiculous, buddy. All right, let's take a look at what we got here. because there's a lot to take in here, and I might just like a little bit of fly through. Okay, yeah, that's a lot. If I go through every single interior, this video would be 9 hours long. So talking as I had mentioned in Pearl's base, the use of color in any build is really important. Tango does a really good job of one kind of saying, hey, this is the outline of the building. He's got that deep slate look kind of circling things like, hey, this is important. And then he's got these differentiating colors off of the buildings to give you your eyes some perspective. But then he's just like, you know what? We're going colorful, Beba. So to take a look at this thing, number one, the roof shapes are ridiculous. He's done a very, very good job of just combining every roof shape pretty much known to man, and it looks wonderful. Love the use of the deep slate, all the like vibrant colors that you've got throughout here. The case, the crimson, the crimson looks ridiculous. It looks so freaking good. I'm not sure what these towers are. I'm assuming that's like some sort of like farm liquid storage, maybe that's like propelling his base. Let's take a look on the outside again. Love the details. Oh, and these lamps. Oh my goodness. Whew. All right, just let's take a look at some more of these exterior details, right? Love the use of a workbench as a sort of detail piece on the outside. That's really hard to do and really brave to do. That is amazing. I'm stealing that, by the way. Thank you. Okay, what else can we find? I love the use of the cobbled and the mossy cobbled, and it goes up into like the stronger bricks. Kind of shows a good transition. Okay, anything else I see that I want to poke at? Anything on this? Oh, okay, so I missed this whole like gigantic lever thing. This is just insane. Building diagonals in Minecraft, kind of the hardest thing in the world to do, and this is kind of perfect. It just looks so good. Oh, I see custom blocks. Sorry, gigantic gear thing. I like you. I really like you, but I like custom armor stand work even better. So he is fueling something. I would love to know the lore behind this. Please let me know. But I have to move on, because if I don't, I'm gonna spend an hour looking at this thing because it just looks so good. There's a lot to take in, and the use of detail blocks is just absolutely phenomenal. Well done, Tango. You have outdone yourself once again, man. Next up on our stop is Cub. Oh my god. You know, my favorite thing about Cub's bases is that they're so unorthodox. When you go into a new season with Cub, I wouldn't even begin to understand what he's going to be doing this season. And even more so to have that sort of like, you don't know what he's going to do style. He pulls it off so well. His builds look so great, and they're so just really unique and creative to Cub. Not only that, but we all know Cub's a grinder, right? So just kind of taking a look at what we've got in his base to start off with in a custom biome. Trust me, custom biomes are hard, and this area, like let's like just kind of zoom out a little bit, and I'm going to change the render distance just a tiny bit here. We'll change it to like 60 chunks. There we go. So we'll be able to see all of Cub's base. Now, it took me a singular year to pretty much finish the entire forest. Those are custom trees, everything. Cub has also been building his own custom biome, and it's really uniquely him, and it looks wonderful. So number one, right? Building your ground out of skalk and the like mossy skalk stuff, I don't know what that stuff is called, is a brave color choice. But I think Cub was like, you know what? I got this, because look at the way that he has separated the colors, right? Sure, there's a lot of the greenish, whatever you want to call that color, but you don't even see it. You truly don't even see it. Like, it's more of like this backdrop to all of the other things that are going on, and he's done a really good job of that, right? So he's got these like redstone fractures that have redstone on the ground, and then the tendrils are coming up out of the ground. And again, when you look at this picture, when I look at this picture, I don't really notice the skunk. And that is the most impressive thing, because yes, these builds are crazy, but you see this color and it's like this dominating color, but you don't really see it. And he's done a really good job of that. So just taking a look at what we got here. What is this block right here? Is this gold? Okay, wow. So he filled his base with amethyst, gold, and diamonds and redstone. Essentially the most like grindable stuff possible. As I mentioned, Cub likes his grind. And just looking around at what we've got here, man. This is something else. It's hard to put into words how like impressed I feel, right? And me being impressed isn't a big thing, but you know, whatever. So let's take a look at the firework factory. Now the color of this is really cool. It gives off that like we're building something cool here vibe, but the cool stuff is really inside. Can't really show it to you, but you know, just the amount of redstone and stuff in there. And that's another good thing about Cub's play style. He's so unorthodox, but he just nails it, right? So want an automatic firework factory that runs completely by itself and has every farm that you'll ever need? Cub's got it. Don't worry about that. So he's doing these really cool and crazy builds, but he's also like just an evil genius when it comes to traps and farms and all the good stuff. So let's take a look at his main starter house here. I'm assuming this is still his main base. I want to say that this build gives me big haunted mansion vibes, and that's a good thing because haunted mansion, it's fun. I love that he put the Cub up there. The good thing about how tall this building is that he's got this insanely cool shape of a roof. Really, really awesome. Cub, you need a capital B, man. What are you doing? I should fix that for him. To take a look around and look in some of the sort of other details around here. I love the fact that he has the coverage of some of these things, right? Because it's one thing to just kind of build the same thing over and over again, or like the tendrils, not really the same thing over and over again, but it also just kind of gives this like variance that's really, really good. Same thing with the copper, right? Adding a little bit of cracked diamond copper-ish feel is really good. Now, I know that he's got sort of an underground base down here. I want to check this out because I feel like there's a lake or something that was down here. Maybe. It could just be all dripstone. Maybe. Okay. If I can find the lake, I'll show it because you guys know that I am a massive, massive fan of doing the lake effect where you put layers and layers of glass. And I know that he built one, but I don't know where it's at. Because, let's be honest, Cub's estate, sprawling. My guy's got land. And that's impressive. By the way, that's hard to do. Getting the blocks is easy because you know Cub's got a farm for everything, but like, good lord, man. All I see when I look at this base is just like, okay, well, Cub's like been playing 24/7 all day, every day, and it's like kind of cool, right? But more than anything, it's just so Cub. It fits him so well. And it's really just outrageously cool. So good job, Cub. Let's go ahead and move on. Well, it's time. We are going to take a look at False's base. I've been kind of avoiding this base because I want to do it justice. And to just say, wow, this looks cool over and over again doesn't really do it right. Number one, we've talked about this. Trees in Minecraft are quite literally the hardest thing to build. I can build a square all day, every day. This, on the other hand, it takes work. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a few hours, even more, of design work into this tree to get the shape right, to build it right. The colors, everything about it is just kind of, you know, perfect. It's kind of the tone setter for everything else that you see. My favorite thing about False's bases, and even this goes back to last season, is that she's really, really good at using gradients, right? So you've got like this stone building kind of goes up into grays, and then if you look further, she's done the same thing on the bottom down here. She's got these greens, this is a really, really good way to draw somebody's eye to your base. Because number one, you're just looking at it and thinking like, holy crap, that's got to be the coolest thing I've ever seen. And by the way, in my last video, False built that bridge. That is the most impressive bridge I have ever seen. So let's go through the main part of her base. I don't want to see a lot of the detail because again, you should be watching her videos to see that and not mine. That's not appropriate for me to do. So I'm just going to take a look, and as I expected, it's pretty much the coolest thing I've ever seen. This is wonderful. It just feels like its own sort of little town, little Tokyo. I don't know what to really say to make it feel appropriate. So if I don't mean to offend, but this is just ridiculous, dude. I cannot wait to see what comes next from this. The use of her color palette is wonderful. The banners, like, my goodness, dude. She's got cars. Insane looking. You know how hard it is to build a circle house? Come on, dude. Oh, by the way, I love this because you guys know I have this in my base too. That's really fantastic. I love the lettering. Well done, man. Well done, False. This is just insane. So far, like, the builds on this server are just, I feel like the best mark of good builders anywhere is that they make you want to build and build better. And anytime I look at any base on this server, I feel that, and that's one of the reasons why I spent time leveling my own game up, right? Look at that gradient. Oh, it's so good. Oh my god, I cannot wait to see what you do with this, False. I hope that this place is just sprawling by the time you're done. Look at this cable car, by the way. Yeah, that's a wonderful cable car. Good lord. I don't know if there's more words to say, right? Obviously, this is a big project and you're absolutely killing it. The tree's fantastic. The overall theme of your base, it's so sort of futuristic and sci-fi, but it's got this sort of rustic feel and it just looks so fantastic. So well done, False. I'm really looking forward to seeing what you come up with next. Okay, well, let's do it. Welcome to Joel's base, aka Smallish Beans, the newer person on the server this year. Same with Skiz. Man, Joel, you gotta chill, bud. You're making us look bad. I think the main thing that I want to talk about as we kind of look through here now, I spoke to Joel briefly before this, and he is working on interiors, so we got to be kind of careful not to spoil anything. To go back to the pearl thing, right? The use of color, shape, detail is like a builder's best friend. And to look at the sheer scale and the way that he's mixed colors, but also added different colors, like let's take a look at the green, right? The first thing it does is it draws your eye, and then you start looking up. So he's got these wonderful blacks and oranges. That's like kind of an overarching theme going up through the base, mixing in yellows, and then it just literally keeps going. let's fly up to level 249. Oh my, I'm literally okay. So 200. Okay, yeah. So now we're at the very top. So I'm assuming this is more of a penthouse skyscraper type of deal. But again, the use of color throughout, the detail throughout, the fact that he has built this much with this much detail is the most impressive thing to me. The guy must play Minecraft literally 24/7. It's absurd, right? And then you just like take a look and you're like, okay, well, when does he do all this? Where does he get all of his blocks from? Because like, just okay, wow, this is nuts. All right, well, let's take a looky-loo around here and just kind of do a walk through the city. The detail on this is fantastic. I love the use of this like the sign, trapdoor sign. Stealing that. Yeah, that's mine now. Okay, there's about a million things I could look at here, and just to be clear, guys, there's absolutely no way that I can do this place justice by saying, hey, this looks cool. This is more of a dedicated video type of base, because let's be honest, he's sprawling, and the detail again, like this. Oh, dude, He has a way with blocks, that is for sure. Again, you know, I would never think in a million years to mix these colors and then just branch off of that, and it's like, you know, just ridiculous. Like, oh, that looks so cool. The amount of detail. And you want to know what this base reminds me of in a way? The movie The Fifth Element, especially when they're driving the car through the cities and it's like floating. He's built so much that I feel like I'm literally in the air. Oh, all right, let's keep going. Like, again, guys, I'm not trying to discredit anybody's builds or like not show them enough love, but dude, I love the like city and then like the Japanese style. It's ridiculous. I love that. I've actually used that before. I like that a lot. All right, let's take a look and see what else we got. Oh, he's even building natural stuff now. Could you relax just a little bit, guy? All right, welcome to Magic Mountain, the gigantic hole in the ground. Okay, what else do we got? I'm gonna do a little bit of flying around here because I'm not really sure what else to look at. Oh, let's not forget about the train car coming out of the building. What's up here? So he's got XP, smallish beans. I don't know what the tin oh, never mind. That was a dumb question. I'm stupid. Just again. And by the way, what was it? Yeah, that's okay. So that's Impulse's base. I thought that this was his base. One thing I want to point out, right? Let's just take a look at this area. He's built all of this stuff, right? Which is just incredible. But at the same time, I can land in a most inconspicuous place, a rooftop of all spots, and he's got detail up here, right? It's just like, where does he find the time to do this, right? It's insane. It is actually insane. Okay, what else do we got? Is this okay? What building? I don't know what this sign is, but this thing looks freaking cool. What is this? It's just art. I don't even know what it is, but it's art. It looks like a tree, actually. Is it a tree? It's definitely a tree. All right. That's a lot of placing blocks down. That would be very hard to do. Again, I'm in the most random spots looking at the coolest details. This is, I don't even know, like, how. This is the word that I have for this is how, because that is the most important thing. How, dude. Okay, more detail. There's so much to look at. I don't know what to do. Oh my god. All right, let's look around the backside here. Ooh. Well done, man. Well done. I wish I had more time to dedicate to this, because no matter any amount of time that I spend this looking at every inch of this place, I feel like I'm not doing it justice. So maybe one day we'll just like on stream just like spend 18.5 hours looking at this place. So next up on our list is Impulse / Bdubs. So from what I understand, Bdubs has taken the sort of diminished part of the city, and Impulse has taken the newer, brighter part of the city. Now, when we talk about Bdubs building, I consider Bdubs to probably be the best sort of non-terraforming builder. And even his terraforming skills are just outrageously good. He's got a way to make like even the most sort of interesting block palettes work really well. The reason why I say not terraforming is because I think Scar is the best terraformer that's like ever existed. His tree work is ridiculous. And it's like, it's kind of unfair to judge them because they're all so good at building. But Scar's trees and everything like that, I think are like some of the best that I've probably ever seen. So to take a look at some of the diminished sort of builds, again, it's too much, man. I feel like I'm in the slums. And he's nailed it. He's got a bus. It's the ridiculous buildings. Oh man, like stuff like this makes me think like, how do you get into a frame of mind to build something like this? Because when I build, and maybe it's because I'm trained to think in that manner, but like, yeah, just like build a gigantic Freya sign. Like, you know how long that would take me to do? Oh my gosh. It just, his detail work is ridiculous as well. there's again not enough words to just be like, okay, well, this is amazing, this is amazing, and I feel like I'm repeating myself, but it's like, how do you say good stuff about somebody and like explain it when all of it's so good? Oh my god. Oh, I love that little like carryover bridge. That's so freaking cool. The use of signs for streets. Oh, that's even better. Dude, he's using mud for a building. Come on, brother. You're too good at this game, Bdubs. Yeah, I love the use of the colors that he has. It's wonderful. Okay. Let's is there anything else that I want to look at here? One of my favorite things Bdubs does is his roofs, right? Like these are very realistic roofs, like air conditioning units. They've got vents, ports. The reason why these are so important in Minecraft is because, well, number one, it adds a lot of good detail, but number two, you're always in the air, or at least on Hermitcraft, you're always flying. So that is the absolute first thing you see. So when you land up here, you're seeing these gigantic solar vents. He's got the flames or the smoke coming out. He's got the tubing. It's all just so deliberate, and it looks, well, quite literally the best I've ever seen. It's absurd. I love the use of the chains for the street light poles, and god, man, I like my building a lot, but when I see this, I just want to build even more. So okay, let's talk Impulse's side, because this side's supposed to be futuristic, and I feel like I should be going and putting on like chrome sunglasses. I don't know what to say about it, because I think the thing that I admire most about Impulse is that this project was kind of out of his wheelhouse. Impulse is a great mega base builder, one of the best, right? And then he's like, you know what, I'm gonna do something a little bit different. We're gonna do a mega build, but we're gonna build a city, and we're gonna build a game with it, and it's gonna have a theme, and it's gonna have lore. And it's like, you know how much of an undertaking that is to do something like that? Like, it's bold, because number one, I don't think your viewers are used to seeing it, and number two, like, to plan that much ahead, that's a lot of work. So let's take a look at some of Imp's buildings here. I love the use of the colors that he's doing, dude. It's so, I guess, I don't know what the word for it is, because I don't know the name of it, but it feels so futuristic, and the use of the colors again are just fantastic. Out of the buildings that he's got here, I would say that this is probably my favorite. As I go and talk about these different buildings, we always go back to Pearl's base, right? Because Pearl is a master at using shapes. Look at this building. Look at this building. He's got a circle. He's got squares. The reason why that is important is because, again, when I'm looking, I'm seeing this. And the way that he's done the colors, like the reds and the purples and the pinks, it just flows so well. And I literally can't wait to see what he does with the rest of this. I am really excited for this. Also, I'm really excited for Metro Mayhem. I'm a little overwhelmed right now just by the sheer things that, you know, my friends have built. It's incredible, dude. Like, well done, guys. It's quite literally the coolest thing I've ever seen. So Jim is another person that I consider to be one of the top builders in Minecraft. The use of her detail, the use of the color, everything about it just fits so very well. The thing that stands out to me is that, let's look at just this picture right here. First off, the color coordination about this, it draws your eyes in a lot of different spots. But more than anything, the use of the custom trees, the background imaging, you can tell that, one, Jim is a fantastic builder. We all know that. But number two, she spends a lot of time perfecting her craft, or she has spent a lot of time perfecting her craft. She knows what blocks to use, where to use them, how to make things look really, really good. And she's really good with shapes as well, it looks like. So as we move through the sort of village, I love the squid theme, and the whole overarching fisherman theme is really cool. She's got the tugboats, all of that good stuff around here. Hey, it's a Perlo. We get into the structure portion of her base. Let's talk about some of the custom like accent pieces that she's done. This fish, I think, is a swordfish at 4 p.m. Okay. To be fair, she's on when the other hermits are on, and that's like the opposite time zone, so that's a little bad for her. But okay, so number one, building this thing in the air, hard enough. The use of the colors, the shapes, the terracottas, it's fantastic. She has a real knack for that type of stuff. Just even dating back to last year's server when she built the arrow person and all the other stuff that she built, you know, like, again, look at so good, man. By the way, let me point something out real fast. This is a curved build. That's so hard. Oh my god. Okay, what are some other cool things? She's got a bunch of boats. She's got the squid down there. I just saw a bunch of fish, so she's got a fish here. Again, the use of the curves and the floating fish, it's kind of wonderful. I feel like I need to be fishing right now. Love the little tugboats. Let's take a look at some of the details she's got, because again, this is something else. Okay, I feel like I'm in a little fishing village. Like, I literally feel that way. And when you feel that way about anything in Minecraft, like, you feel encompassed is the good word for it. Like when you're in the forest, it's perfect, right? That is what every builder kind of strives for. And when I'm walking around here, I'm like, oh, there's other bases on the server, because I'm just so encompassed by everything that she's doing. By the way, I love this. I'm stealing that. Thank you. Okay, I love this is kind of a wooden tutor almost. Obviously it's not, but tutor's more white. But oh, the details, that's so cool. I really like that. Okay, take a look around. I just love the time. I love the fact that she has spent so much time, you know, working on the details, adding pump. Oh my god, that scared the crap out of me. Did you not? Okay, anyways, point I was saying, I love the fact that she has spent so much time putting in details, right? Like, who's gonna look at this, right? Like, she spent time just making sure that the things that she is building is projecting the best that she can. And I love that about anybody. Like, that is a good quality to have, putting your best foot forward always. Let's talk about the use of the colors here. I love this. So the thing that I like about it the most is the fact that you've got these solid grays, and then it just like leads to this green, right? And the greens grab your eyes, so you're like, ooh, oh, right. Love a good castle. Kind of working on one of my own. Let's see what she's got. So this is something that I struggle with, that I'm looking at right here. The color gradients that she's got. She's using a lot of really cool blocks here to make this work. See, I'm more of a like scatter variant kind of guy, and I really need to learn how to do this because it's such a good technique to have. Oh, I love it. I love all the greens. Those are wonderful. So freaking good, man. Okay, take a look. What else we got? Oh, that fence is wonderful. Look how cool that is. I'm a fan of building, man. It has become something that I really like and really love. And okay, what else we got? So again, just kind of walking through the village. Okay, that's ridiculous. It's also good. Guys, you want to make it? I'm gonna have to go back to like just practicing, because I feel like I look at my builds and I'm like, oh yeah, I think that's really good, and then I come over here and look at this and I'm like, well, I gotta get better. Custom terrain over here. Oh, that looks really good too. She's done a lot of work here. What else is there to oh, by the way, the gigantically tall palm trees. To have the confidence to build this is pretty incredible, because I would never be able to do that. I would look at that and be like, yeah, that looks terrible, and I would never build it. And then she's like, you know what, I'm gonna build it 15 times over, and it's gonna look really good. And she's not wrong. They look fantastic. So we got some more custom tree work over here, and like I have mentioned about 1,000 times, custom tree work is probably the hardest thing to do in Minecraft. I really want to know what he's building. I mean, once I see him online, I'm gonna ask. And let's talk about the piece de resistance, the gigantic skull. So fun fact, the first time that I ever signed on to Hermitcraft, like 10 years ago at this point, going on 11. First time I ever signed into Hermitcraft, the first thing that I ever saw was a gigantic skull by a guy named Monkey Farm. And it's just so reminiscent of this. And these types of builds are very, very tough to do. And it's just like, oh yeah, casually build a gigantic skull on the server and build on to, you know, build about 1,000 more things and make it look all really, really good. So just so good. All right, what is this? I'm guessing this is just a gatehouse over to Skizzes. And let's talk about this, because like even as a gatehouse, and so good, dude, or it's ridiculous. Like you guys are top tier. I guess that's why we're on the server together, huh? All right, to start on Grian's base, we're gonna start with this tree. When I see this tree, I think of one thing. There's a quest here. I love it, dude. This looks so good. Let's not trample any crops while we're out here. Again, building trees in Minecraft is extremely hard to do. Is this wheat, by the way? If not, I don't know. But the use of the different color blocks here, I gotta know what this is. Please tell me. Is this a new thing? I bet that's like colored grass, right? Really draws my eye is the fireflies. Oh, it's so perfect. There is 1,000% a quest here. I don't care what anybody says. I'm gonna look around. I'm gonna find a hidden lever, and I'm gonna find some loot or something. But let's take a look at some of the details of this tree. I love the use of the sticks and the branches. The shapes of this tree are fantastic. This is really good. I've always been like really, really hesitant to sort of build trees. I built a whole forest, but that was more to practice. But something like this, man, this is like, it's so good. Oh, good tree, better fireflies. All right, let's go take a look at his main area now. So I feel like this is a very, like, I want to say rustic. I'm not sure if that's the proper word for it. So I've got a gigantic field here. He's got his like working folk down here. Let's take a look at some of the details of these builds. So, oh, I like that a lot. That's very clever. Ooh, using a sign and then like a different like shade of the same color block behind it is a really smart idea. I'm stealing that. Let's take a look. I love the use of the lanterns and the hanging signs, the different like in my opinion, I would have never done that right there. I would have probably stuck with this up there, and then like that's so good, because I'm not saying it's a bad thing, I'm saying it's a good thing, because one, you're looking and then you look up and you see a different color, which makes you want to look further. So just absolutely well done there. Whoa, I did not know that that was there. I think I remember him talking about it. And okay. Oh, more custom trees. Okay, these trees are ridiculous. These are top tier. I really, really like these trees. All right, so let's take a look at some of the detail of these. You know what these remind me of? Like kind of like townsfolk, but more like almost like ski cabin type of feel. Maybe it's because they're up on the side of the mountain. I'm not really sure, but the thing that really stands out to me the most is his use of color. You know, he's got blue, orange, red, green. Each one of them have distinct and sort of unique features, right? And that's a good thing. Number one, by the way, the use of these as windows is pretty genius. I love the use of the colors as well. So he's got like warped, like kind of a warped color. It doesn't really have a lot of warped wood. It has some at the very top, but it's got prismarine, it's got wool, concrete, and then he's using like the use of copper to kind of split it. Love the use. Again, the different colors, it just pops, right? That it's so good, because whenever I build, I tend to not do that, right? So it makes you look at all three of them individually, right? If all of these were the same color, you would say, cool, those look great. But now I'm like, okay, well, let's look at the blue one and then maybe the green one. So the use of color there, perfect. It's perfect. But more than anything, I want to see this thing waterfall. I gotta see what this is. This looks so cool. What is this? That's that is some Mumbo magic right there. Because Mumbo's been doing this thing where he makes his bases really interactive, and I see that Grian has like picked up on that, and then this like really fancy waterfall. So after taking a look at it, I see what he's trying to mimic here. It took me a minute to understand it because I was like really caught off guard. But the white blocks in the back are simulating the water falling over the edge. This is well done. This might be my favorite part of the base. I don't know. That tree is out there is really good. Overall, I wouldn't expect anything less from Grian. He's a fantastic builder, obviously. Just like literally everybody else on the server. Oh my god, guys, you're too much. Okay, this is a boat bay, I believe. Yeah, so they dry dock boats in here to get them painted and worked on and built. They're building one right now. Big, like the thing that Grian is really good about doing, and I think maybe one of his best features, he takes the build that somebody would normally do and scales it up a bunch and makes it look even more detailed and better. Like when you're like not close to this base, right? If I'm looking over here, I'm like, oh, that's not so big. And then I get over here and I'm like, okay, well, that's like 10 times bigger than I thought it was. That is some masterclass building right there. So really well done, man. I can't speak good enough about this. Along with like everybody else's builds on the server. I love the dormers, by the way. Those look really good. Just looking at some of the details, I love some of the different colored woods up there. This is again, just everybody on the server tends to just be the best at it, I guess. Apparently that's what we're doing now, right, chat? No, but great base. I love it. Let's move on. The world tour is going to be Mumbo's base, so we're going to do Mumbo, Scar, and then Bdubs. So he does this thing where he tends to just be good at everything, whether it's photography, directing, building in Minecraft, doing redstone. This guy's the ingenuity. And before I say anything else, I don't know if this was his original idea to like make his base be as interactive as it is. You know what I mean? Or where he got the idea from, whether it was an original idea or not. But when he saw the idea or had the idea and just ran with it, you know, maybe this was like one of his first attempts at it, but just ran wild with it. So let's take a look at some of the details of these builds. And I feel like the way that he has built this is so appropriate. It feels busy, right? But that's perfect because look at all the people around us. So, you know what I mean? Like, it feels like, okay, I'm looking here and I'm looking there and there's a lot of people and I'm like walking around and it feels perfect. It looks good. And the use of the block textures that he's using, nothing is exactly the same. It feels like, you know, this city's sort of really lived in and it works so good. So let's take a look and see what else we got around here. I'm going to go into free camp. Let's take a look at what we got. So more buildings, but the big thing that I see here is that he's really trying to use a lot of different blocks for each building. Moving forward, looking at some of the other details of what he's got here. I love this type of stuff, like the steampunk. It's like really good looking. I love this building. The colors, so he's like got the dark red, the brown. It's kind of a scaling effect. Big I thought that said big buns. I was like, dude, Mumbo, what are you doing? Let's take a look at the next part. And I think we all know who this is. This is the Grumbot. And this is where Mumbo really excels in some of those like interactive features of being a base, right? So this machine, just sort of looking at it from this perspective, it looks alive. And that's perfect, right? Because it's a machine that's supposed to be live. So it works out, or alive, it works out really well. You know what this base reminds me of a little bit? When Hermitcraft and Empires had the crossover and we were building the big Hermitcraft base. It's got a lot of a lot more better color and detail to it though, right? Not just a gigantic build, but he's using a lot of square shapes here. And in this situation, it's good that they're all the same because he's using different colors for each one. So he's got like the heart, and then you see the blue, and then you see the orange, and then you see the yellow, and all of it, although there are different colors and they're hard to really kind of work together, it works in just a really good way. Let's get down further now and take a look at what his forest looks like. You guys know I love a custom biome, and what I'm looking for when I see custom biomes is the type of foliage that you use. I like to be very consistent. He is using a lot of purples that really draws your eye, right? Then he's got another little tiny biome here. Oh my god, Mumbo, stop being good at literally everything, please. You're making us all look bad, dude. But just a fantastic building, man. All right, let's go over to Megacorp. Taking a look at these kind of crates that he's built for Surplus Megacorp, my bad. It looks, even these, like the detail on these are ridiculous. Each one is like themed in its color, and it just looks so good. Mumbo, Mumbo, Mumbo. Look at this place, dude. I can't wait to see what you do inside of this place. I can't show that right now, but looking at some of these little details that you've got here. Okay, so he's got like a pulley system to pull things in and out. That's pretty much perfect. Looks really good. What do we got in the back here? Is this a bunch of redstone? Oh, you know, I don't know what that is, but it looks cool. Oh wow, this is really neat. I like that. It's like a smokestack, but it's got like the grips on it so it doesn't fall over. Dude, the builds on this server are ridiculous, guys. Little things that I want to mention that Mumbo has done really well here. Depending on where you're looking, you're always seeing like a good level of detail, right? Who would have thought to add chains to a side of a building to make them look like ladders going up? This catwalk is ridiculous. It looks really good, by the way. Obviously, everything looks good, but ooh, I feel like I'm gonna fall. And I feel like I'm gonna fall off these in real life too, so just looks so good. Good lord, man. Oh, I got a lot of work to do, chat. I gotta get really cooking here to move on. So at some point in this video, I said that I thought Scar was probably the best terraform builder that exists. Yeah, look at this. Like, how do you even begin to talk about this? It's so large and overwhelming. It kind of makes me speechless a little bit. A lot of things that I notice, his use of how he builds these trees is outstanding. Let's not even talk about the ridiculous amount of like, dude, how? Just how? Like, I can't express to you guys how hard something like this is to build. This is hours of work, easily hours of work. Like, just the amount of work that would go into building something like that is like, it's unfathomable almost. So I think first thing we're gonna talk about here, apart from just like the, again, beautiful landscapes, sort of his bread and butter. He's really, really good at that, but he's really, really good at a lot of things, Chad. He is kind of ridiculous. Look at this. Look at all this. I think those might be Grian's trees. No, that's Scar, but I think that over there is Grian. Maybe, I'm not sure. But this border, the fading colors is perfect, right? We've got like strong mud, then we've got green grass, and then we're into the train. It's a good use of drawing the eye to the feature. All right, so I love it, Scar. It looks so good. Something like this is not really something that you can plan, but more build one, build off of it, see how it looks, go from there until you have this like wonderfully cool looking up feature in Minecraft. The thing that I like about Scar's train build the most out of pretty much all of the trains and just the entire thing in general, number one, really cool interiors. I don't want to show them because, again, I want you to go to his channel and check them out. But let's talk about the size and scale, because with how fast he builds and how much he gets done, like he's building another theme park. And if I'm building a train, you know, I'm thinking like 5 tall. Scar's thinking like 25 tall. And that's what sets him apart from everybody else, and why I think he's one of the best builders in Minecraft, apart from having giraffes in his trains, which is kind of the coolest thing ever, by the way. The size and scale of at what he builds, it's so impressive and a little dangerous, apparently. Let's kill these. Don't you blow up. There we go. Let's get out of here before they come this way. But again, size and scale. This is easily, let's say we're standing at level 68. We're going to go all the way up to the top. So he's built every single one of these train cars with incredible detail at over 30 blocks tall. So, and again, Scar is an insanely good detail builder. Like, obviously, everything that he's touching is like, comes out so well. So this is like the train going into the zoo. So it's got all of the zoo animals. So this is like that sort of really cool precursor to the zoo, right? And his next theme park that he's building. So let's take a look at some of the other sides of this. I am not going to be too critical, or not even critical. I'm not even going to be too like, hey, this looks cool, that looks cool, because I kind of just want to take it in and bask in it for all of its glory. So just looking at some of these details, something that I like never do in my builds is use walls a lot, and something that I got to get better at. Oh, I love the elephant. Come on, man, that looks ridiculous. So I think one of my favorite parts of this is, again, going back to when I build something, I'm building it for the detail for me, right? Because I know that when I built that spot, when people see it later on, they're going to be impressed, or not even impressed, more surprised that there's like blocks there. And in this situation, even underneath of the trains, right? He's got the rail cars and everything. Ah, it's so good, man. All right, let's take a look at the pier. Again, there's a lot that I could say, right? Because it all just looks so fantastic. So he's on his way to the zoo, and he's got a lot of good stuff. Wow, that's oh, hey, how you doing? What's up, guy? You really want to hurt me, don't you? Too bad. Sucker. All right, let's keep looking around. Okay, so he's got his bee honey cart with the honey still. Oh my god, Scar. Just even this building right here, the like information center. Like, come on, dude. How do you do that? Like, how is that even possible? I don't know how that works, to be quite honest with you. I don't even know. Obviously, it's like a custom texture or something. Don't even know. Couldn't begin to tell you. Okay. So fish cart. Okay. We got an aquarium cart. And then we've got probably coal. Oh yeah. So that feeds the steam engine. Oh, dude. Excuse me. So again, just so many details. It's even kind of hard to speak. It's hard to speak about it because just in every view, there's a little detail there, and it's just one of those builds where it's like, okay, well, you know what? I'm just gonna stare at this. I think Scar's bases, Grian's bases, Jim's. I think almost all the members on the server, apart from say, like a starter base build, would they require more than me giving them 5 minutes. It feels inappropriate. I don't want to go into the interiors because I feel like if they're working on that, you should be watching their videos. And just look at this. Like, this right here is like just a master use of blocks, dude. So good, Scar. So cool, man. But let me be honest with you, the tree over here, that's like looks so freaking good. Love the use of the rooted leaf. I don't know what those leaves are called. They're like bamboo something, maybe rooted leaves or something like that, or rooted dirt. Not rooted dirt, but dude, it's ridiculous. Like, I got a lot of learning to do, chat. Like, I thought I was kind of getting there. Not even close. All right, let's move on. We're going to probably do Bdubs now. As I fly around Bdubs base, the thing that like really captures me the most is how he's built sort of an estate almost. It's a very large property. But what he's done is he's taken this huge area and obviously given it the Bdubs touch. What does that mean? That means that it's all wonderful. It all looks so good. He's got gigantic trees, but I I can't express to you how hard it is to have this much area, but have it look filled out and have it look organized and well done. And so, when I look around the base, I'm always getting a view of something that he's done, right? And that's really important in a situation like this. I mean, obviously there's about 1,000 things I could say about these rock formations and his use of stripes and the different colors and using walls to make them look a little chiseled. These are like, it's so good, dude. Like, it's ridiculous. By the way, building in circles in Minecraft, especially with circle roofs, like, that's so hard to do. His use of detail blocks is basically the best I've ever seen. Him and Scar are probably my favorite builders ever. So let's take a look at some of the use of color that he's got here. Let's take a look at this, for example. So we start at the bottom, and so we've got diorite. Then we've got sandstone, and then I'm pretty sure that's mushroom or bone. I'm not sure. That might be bone. And then he's got some striped colors to kind of break the monotony up a little bit, again, and then going up to a darker, whiter color. And again, it's like, dude, this is so ridiculous. Let's take a look at some of the details on the inside of this. Oh man, I love the like sort of barn feel. I don't know how to explain it. When you're in a barn, like some of the roofs are not even there, but some have like slatted panels, and that's what that is. I love the silo feel, climbing up to the top of it. And he's just putting details in the perfect spots to know where they go. And let's take a look around at some of the other stuff, especially these trees. You guys know I love a good custom biome. Are those okay? They're not over here still, thank God. But oh, dude, I didn't even know this was here. This looks really good. Just a little creek, just a little guy, and they got a nice little waterfall over there. Looking at these gigantic, I'm assuming these are probably type of like an old growth type of a spruce tree, because they're very tall. So one thing that's like really sticking out to me is the use of the trapdoors on the sides of them. It's just like, okay, well, this is more of like a little bit of a limb, doesn't really have leaves yet, and he's like using that mixed with colors. Dude, it's ridiculous, guys. This is so stupid. Look at this. Oh my God. All right, so he's taken a different route, in a manner of speaking, from the Grian tree. Grian used a lot of fences and fence gates to build his trees out. He's done the same thing, but in a different style, almost like a different like species of tree. But the colors of it, they work really well together. So he's got like the browns and the greens, but he really draws your attention to the center of the tree to make you look at the detail with the different colors by using tuff. It's a really smart thing to do. Dude, you gotta relax, Bdubs. That tree right there is even cooler. Okay, let's take a look at the details. So again, oh, that's a horse head. I was like tripping, dude. I love the use of using scaffolding as a window. That's such a cool idea. I wish we could have like maybe different colored scaffolding, because then that would really work a lot better. Not saying that that looks bad or anything, but as I go through and sort of look at some of the details that he's built out here, it's very apparent that he has spent a lot of time developing this area. And you know, so he's got like rock formations, and there's another one over here too. Oh, this is wonderful. You know how hard something like this is to build? Let's take a look at some of the different blocks that he's got here. So we've got slabs, fences, stairs, corner stairs, and about 7 different blocks. So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, a bunch of different stairs and slabs. Like, this is impressive. This is hard to do. Like, when I look at this, I think of my nether portal area and how much I struggled, and the fact that I would literally never be able to build that ever. So I think a lot of hermits are really liking the use of tuff this season too. Okay. Anything else? I think I missed like 1 or 2 houses. So all the silos. This is his moss farm. Again, looking at the detail blocks, Bdubs is not like a traditional detailer person. Like he has like a very specific style, and he's so good at it. What else? Ooh, This is so good looking. Okay. Oh man. He's just like, you know what? I'm gonna put this like really obscure random block here and just make it look so good. Love the shutters, love the roof, love that right there. That's really good. Makes it look like a chimney flue. I don't know if I said that right or not. Flume, chimney flume. All right, we're gonna take a trip out to the Dock Emsters now, and when we come back, we'll do Etho, and then I think we'll be all done. I'm gonna apologize ahead of time because again, I'm assuming when I get to Doc's place, there's gonna be good builds, but it's gonna be a lot of redstone, and I have no idea what I'm looking at. So I'm gonna try my best. Well, I'm at Doc's base, and as predicted, hey, there's a build that I can explain. It's a tree stump, and it looks amazing. I don't know. Oh, you know what? The color of the wood choice here is such a good idea. Like, you don't often see just like gigantic oak stumps. That looks really nice. All right, I got this, chat. Check this out, okay? I know what I'm talking about here. I'm a professional. I'm a little confused. Nope. All right, here we go. This is a villager farm. This, I don't know what that is. Mushroom farm. Okay, iron farm. What's next? I got this. No, that's a shulker farm. What are you? Whew, I got no idea. Ice. Tree farm. What is that? Oh my god, I'm so confused. I don't know what's going on at all. I was doing so good. Oh my god. Okay. I don't know what that is either. There's a lot of redstone here, and it's all like incredibly impressive. So, okay, so I know what that is. That's a moss farm. I know that's a moss farm. You can't lie to me. And then I'm assuming he's probably got his storage area in like a central location. Okay, yeah, I know what all of this does actually. Pretty big fan of it too. I know what that is. I know exactly what that is. Okay, so this is a storage made out of diamond blocks. Or not diamond blocks, but diamond ore. Come on, Doc. Don't be a showboat. There's so much here. So this is a potion brewer? No. Yeah? Auto crafter. XP farm. Dude. Doc, you're kind of a mad scientist, my guy. Might be one of the smartest Minecraft players that I've ever met. Say better looking than me. I'm just kidding, man. But I'll be honest with you. I would be impressed if I had any idea what I was looking at. But I know because it's you. And I know I see a lot of diamonds. And I see just an insane amount of labor. More than anything. This is something else. I'll tell you that much. If I do wish I could do this a bit better justice for you, man. But like, I'm gonna be honest with you, guy. I got nothing. I got nothing. What is this thing? Hold on. We're getting a free cam because I want to know what this is. A lot of redstone is what it is. I don't know. I have no idea what any of these things do. That's obviously a tree farm. So that may be just a part of the tree farm, like pushing the blocks. How do you get to this level of redstone? Like, how is this even possible? Good lord. Okay, well, I have no idea. Doc, a fantastic base, man. But I'm gonna be honest with you, I got no idea what's going on. I'm leaving. Our final base of this tour is going to be Etho. Now, unfortunately, a lot of what Etho builds is underground, and he's got like these huge cool things to show underneath the ground. Hopefully I'll be able to do those in the future, but again, I think that's more appropriate for you to watch their videos to check that out. What we will be checking out is Etho's starter base and the things around his base, starting with this tunnel. So Etho kind of cracks me up. He's in the same boat as Tango, where he's like, he always downplays how good of a builder he is. It's quite funny because he's like an outstandingly good builder as well. All the hermits are. And, you know, he's like, I'm not much of a builder. And then he builds stuff like this. Funny to me because I look at this area And right away, I've already seen a building technique that I've never seen before, and that is hiding campfires for a more animated like texture behind the wall. That's so clever. So let's take a look and see what we got. So these are his farm. Oh, this is a sheep farm. Ah, dude. So again, the one thing that I really want to say more than anything about Etho's buildings and his build style is it's so uniquely Etho. Everything that he does, it just stands out as like, that's an Etho build because it doesn't look like anything else that I've ever seen before. So taking a look in this building, you know, he's got sort of a cave vibe on one side, he's got the farm on the other, the roof panels. This is another like one of those things where it's like, this is something that I would have never thought of doing. Like, he's got all of this kind of cool technique up here. He's got like the wood types he's got here in mixtures. It's so bizarre, but it's just so good, and it works because it's Etho and that's how it works. So don't question it, just enjoy it. So let's go ahead and take a look at the waterfall and the river that he built. And let me tell you guys something. This type of stuff is so hard to do. Building rivers in Minecraft and making them look good is ridiculously hard. I love the fact that he added a bunch of different rock formations and like move the water around the rock formations. Obviously this isn't done yet, at least, you know. Is there any? So he did do some texture work underneath, but he's really still working on the outside, which is totally understandable. But again, it's like, so he's just, you know, building dams and building rivers and making bridges. And oh, Etho, your builds are so good, man. Don't ever say you're not a good builder. I'll fight you. The thing that really stands out to me is the way that he draws your eye line. And I say draw your eye line a lot because that is the job of somebody that designs and builds. You want to see things and make them kind of stand out, right? So he has a lot of these vertical lines using these logs, and that is a really good idea because like if I look up, I'm like boom, boom, boom. It's drawing me to the point of interest of his building. On top of that, he's got such a good color contrast with the roof of his building and all the different layers. So I'm looking here and then I'm like, well, that's pretty cool. And then there's like a penthouse and it has a lot of different flavor to it. Better is that it feels like there's different levels because of this right here. Using a different color to split it makes it feel taller. It's really clever. He's also done a really, really good job of using greens to like just number one, like a lot of the colors that he is using down and like up through here, apart from the blues on the roof, are very dark colors. So having all of these vibrant plants and things that are just showing up, and it just makes the build pop even more. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the detail that he has. Wow. I don't think I've ever seen anybody use that terracotta and be like so confident about it. That's amazing. These lanterns remind me of lights from IKEA. That's a really cool idea. I never really would have thought to do that. Let's take a look. Oh, he's got some food and an egg, and I love the floor pattern, by the way. I've seen people in the past use tables as floor patterns before, but I've never done it myself. Wow, this tree is incredible. Any type of tree in Minecraft is hard. I've said that throughout this entire video. But you just build this tree as a feature in your base and have it look so good. That's just so cool, man. Oh, I guess the good thing about building trees is it's subjective, right? It's a tree. You can't really say if it's bad or good because you can't really be the expert in it. But so I love that he's continued the red stripe throughout, using some neutraler colors in the background. Got more sort of like, oh, there's more greens over here. Let's go check that out. So let's take a look around and see what else he's got. So more of those like planner features. That's really cool. The detail in here is really nice. Oh, wow, this is cool. I don't know if I've ever seen this before, but this is like a little walk. Okay. This is a little walk-through garden. And I gotta be honest with you, I am stealing these. I'm assuming this is some sort of weathered copper trap door, and it is perfect for this situation. And Oh, that's so cool too. A hanging pot and a lantern. Using trapdoors as like a trellis type of thing is a really clever move. Okay, let's see. Anything else around here? So just a bunch of typical farm stuff for him. Okay, okay. What's up, Sly? Okay. Love the trapdoor windows. That's a very cool idea. I kind of want to do that more myself, to be honest with you. So he's got a farm here. Oh, dude, I'm envious of this look, because it kind of reminds me that it's like you have glass. Like, imagine these trapdoors behind glass or water for that example. These trapdoors are perfect. I love them. And I don't like copper at all. All right, so I love the arching detail there. That's a good looking arch. Arches are pretty hard to build in Minecraft. Okay, let's take a look at some more of the details. So pretty more of the same, but again, it looks fantastic. Love the banners. Let's see, what else do we got? Okay, let's move on. Oh, by the way, the continuous use of the copper in the floors and having the forestry around that is a really good idea. What do we got down here? I love the floor pattern. Using, I'm assuming these are, there's no way that's mud. That's got to be mushroom block, right? Pretty sure it's mushroom block. Either way, it looks good. And then he's like splashed brick. Has he splashed brick throughout? Because there's brick there. I don't see any over here. Oh, that's a brave move, but it works so well, right? Introducing, I guess this is kind of a new area, right? Like, it's more of an outdoorsy area. I see what he's doing here now. He's got like his base. This is like a deck. You go down into the foliage area, so he's got like earth and ground and stone, which is very, very smart. Got a new farm here. I see that was in his last video. All right, go down again. He's using the trap doors as like these globe lights of a feel, and something that I'm sort of afraid to do, but that's really clever to use. Again, use the tables and trap doors to work very well together. But like, doing pattern blocks is not something that I'm very good at, so I try to avoid it. But love this. That's a really cool feature. I might use that, actually. Really like that. I'm not much for copper, but okay, what else? So again, he's using that same pattern. I just love the flow of the lines that he has. I'm gonna go up and look at the free cam. Oh, dude, the roof is ridiculous. That roof shape is nuts. Okay. All right, what else do we got? Roofs are so hard to build. I love this little detail right here, by the way. That's really good. Again, using the trapdoors as windows. Got a big painting. What's this? So he's just got paintings on the outside. That's when you know you got big money. When you got outside paintings, you're doing pretty good. I love his chimney. That's really cool. Cool pond as well. Am I missing anything else? So like I said, he's got another part of his base. I can't really show it though. But overall, just a Etho build. It is wonderful. Not much else to say other than, like, he obviously did a very, very good job. Let's head back to the base so we can talk. Before we end the video, two things. Number one, between the first episode and now, I have completed the edge of the forest. We have the fence. I've put in all the foliage and made a pathway. You're going to see these time lapses in the next full episode, so don't worry about that. I'll show you guys that. But my main question is, if you had to pick your 5 favorite bases on Hermitcraft, now that you've seen almost everything, what do you think that is? Let me know in the comment section below. Let me know. This was a really fun, but even more motivating experience. Learning about what my fellow hermits are doing and their building techniques and how just absolutely talented every single person is ridiculous. If I had to pick my top 5, probably Etho, Bdubs, Scar, XB, and myself. No particular order, but I love my base so much, and I've put so much effort and love into this place. It's my favorite. So, all right, let me know. So, guys, thank you so much for watching episode 2 of the World Tour. The next episode coming up, we're gonna maybe do a little bit of monument stuff to sell. It's gonna be pretty good, but I hope all of you have a good rest of your day. Thank you. I hope you have a good Saturday. This is iJevin. Peace out, everybody.